So I'm super behind on shows, but I did manage to watch The Heart Killers yesterday. So let's talk about the finale of The Heart Killers, episode 12. So I don't know about you, but it feels like this show has been playing for forever and also for 2 seconds. So the finale kind of snuck up on me. But if you watched episode 11, basically we left off with our boys going to prison and the remaining boyfriends in tears, trying to figure out how to navigate being separated from their men. And we go into the episode with just a kind of a recap of seeing Fidel and Bison in their jail life. Bison trying to keep his bulldog behavior at bay because he has a cute exterior, is getting messed with and played around with, or attempting to anyway, by the prison mates, and he has to go berserker on one of the inmates and his friends, which props. I mean, you knew that, Kant and Style weren't going to do too long without seeing their boyfriends. I mean, after one visit with the gates and the space between them, that wasn't going to work out. And so they immediately go talk to Zaddy Copman to see if he can help them figure out a way to get in the jail or go to jail. Style has some very creative ideas of trying to, maybe perform crime to get there, but Kant, who's a little bit more strategic with his planning, propositions Zaddy Copman to help him and Style get into the jail in more legal manners. And they find a way by both of them deciding to be teachers for a prison extracurricular, program that they're doing. And of course, it would not be the Heart Killers if these visits were not conjugal in some way. So as soon as they both have a moment, they end up hooking up with Kent playing the art teacher and Bison having to take his art class. Style and Fidel cannot be left out, where Fidel joins Styles' auto mechanics class as if they both were calling out and knew that their men would be there. And, they make sure to have happy fun time behind this wall. In this, too, we also just notice that you see a little bit of Fidel starting to, let down his barriers a little bit more, but he's still keeping his defenses up. He's still doing this whole push-pull thing with Style, even with all of these efforts that he's made to see him. We're still seeing that with them. I mean, what can I say? Fidel is fine as shit, but he's also very complicated. And so Style doesn't show up for class a couple of days, and finally they meet because Style is visiting him like normal in the visitation area, and he tells Fidel that he's really busy with his job and he won't be able to come and teach as much, but he'll still visit. And then, of course, Fidel uses that as another example to break up with him. I don't have a new high number to do this, but he breaks up with him for the infinitieth time, telling him to focus on his job and using the excuse, again, it's just Fidel's, trauma of people leaving him comes up. And basically he says, you got me used to coming to seeing you. Now I missed you. And then you're pulling back. And then they have a little bit of a breakup where Fidel ignores Style in the few times that he does come back to teach or to come visit, and they go through a millionth breakup. Yeah. Now these two are cooking and booking. They have no problem. Kant is teaching the art class, as much as possible. And then Bison is finding new creative ways for them to do their conjugal time. There is a J or a sis in the jail who is a lookout for people that want to hook up in this makeshift prison hotel that Kant and Bison take use of one day in order to get their happy fun time in. We love commitment to the... I see y'all. And before we know it, 5 years have passed, and we are at the time for the boys to leave prison. Before this happens, we do have, of course, because as much as Fidel and Style break up, they reconcile just as fervently. They reunite. Style basically explains to Fidel why he has been distant, because he's making efforts to save money to do something for Fidel and Style's future, and that's why he hasn't been as present. And they make up, they reunite, and then they have a nice official reunion here as they are released from prison. Style basically gets to tell Fidel what the effort of all of his work was, which was buying back Fidel's restaurant from the previous landlord in hopes that he can rebuild his life and start as a legal civilian back in his restaurant. But it wouldn't be the Heart Killers without problems. So, of course, since we didn't tie up loose ends, we have the reappearance of Meh, who basically kidnaps both Style and Kant's relatives, Kant's brother and Style's dad, and she basically holds them hostage and does a little revenge meet cute where she blames Fidel and Bison for making her lose everything, because it couldn't have been the fact that you ran a hitman society and, you got caught and you killed a whole bunch of people, including their parents and others. But no, of course, it's not your own fault. It has to be, Fidel and Bison's fault because, self-reflection is what Meh is about. And she basically tries to do a coup where she holds them all at gunpoint and tries to have them feed poison to their family members as some type of revenge plot. But in a very nice twist, we see Bison use that time to pour the poison into one of the henchmen with a gun's face. They manage to escape, and they basically give the poison to Meh so that way she can meet her slow exit, and they no longer have to have her doom and gloom lingering over their life as they are looking to be free and happy in this next era. And from here we see each couple's version of their own happy ever after, with Fidel and Style promising to be together forever and be a partner in the restaurant commitment together. And Kant and Bison finally go on that trip to Iceland. They travel together, see the Northern Lights, declare their love and commitment together, and we end a very happy episode with a happy ending for our loving hitmen and their obsessed boyfriends. The story was overall really good, and for those of you that are using this as a gauge to check it out, I would definitely say watch it. I really loved it. I will be sad to not see this partnership of First and Cow and Jong Dunk together again. They really worked. I wouldn't have guessed them to be, in some type of co-starring scenario, but their chemistry really worked together, and I will miss seeing them on screen. And that is the Heart Killers, ladies and gentlemen. That is a wrap. Okay, bye.